We're not going to rush into coalitions for coalition's sake. If we cannot get an agreement based on values, principles, common objective, we will go and be the best opposition in any municipality around the country, and we will make the case for people why in 2024 they should vote for the DA, and most importantly why in the next local government election they need to give the DA a majority, so that we don't sit in these situations where we now, a week after the election, are busy trying to negotiate coalitions. If we'd got DA majorities in these governments, we would be home and dry, but nonetheless, this is the will of the voters, and we've got to work with the outcome that they've given us, and we're doing our very best to make sure that we act at all times in the best interests of the residents of that municipality, in the interests of stability, in the interests of good governance, and most important, service delivery. Just in terms of the allegation around not being able to form a government in Tshwane, look, it narrows the options considerably in Joburg. If you look at the numbers, with the PA now, with the ANC, the path to victory for an opposition coalition is made a lot more difficult, unfortunately. And so I would like to prefer the talks to have continued before we simply just threw the baby out with the bathwater. And as I said, you know, Gates was very keen to discuss positions. We want to discuss principles, values, objectives, because that is the sort of three-legged pot that you need the stability of before you can start to add the other ingredients into it. But certainly in Tshwane, there is very much a path to victory open for the opposition. That's the DA, Action SA, the Freedom Front Plus, the ACDP, and COPE can make the 108 required to have a majority there. You add the IFP into the mix, that's another seat there. But just with those 1, 2, 3, 5 parties, you can form an opposition government in Tshwane. And so there's a very, very clear path to victory in Tshwane.